against Yoshinaka and Yoritomo. The Taira clan was then able to regroup, sail away to Kyushu, and take control of the inland sea. Despite their best efforts though, the Taira clan was still surprised when Yoritomo dispatched his younger brothers Noriyori and Yoshitsune to battle the Taira at Ichinotani in 1184. Yoshitsune was a great military strategist. Upon his arrival in battle at Ichinotani, he divided his armies, giving the larger half to Noriyori, who hid themselves into the wooded areas, while Yoshitsune then took the mountain that overlooked the Taira camp. As night approached, they then began their attack, both leaders taking the charge with their men. Yoshitsune had a different path as he went down the mountain. He began to let fire onto the Taira camp, which then helped defeat them. And as this result of the defeat, the Taira clan then fled. After several months of waiting, on April 25th, Yoritomo then gave the final order for Yoshitsune to pursue the remaining Taira clan. As a way of intimidating his opponent, Yoshitsune began to set fire so that his army could seem bigger, and Noriyori, being intimidated, fled to join up with Tomomori at the Shimonoseki Strait. Yoshitsune was then gifted a few hundred ships with a full crew by the magnates of Yashima. Finally, in 1185, in the early year, Yoshitsune sailed for Dannoura for a great confrontation against the now combined Taira army. Despite Tomomori's best efforts, his greatly enlarged army, and his knowledge for sailing the strait, it was still not enough. Although he bested Minamoto ships 450 to 300, he lost the momentum when the current shifted and favored Yoshitsune. Upon seeing that he would not win the battle, he committed what samurai would call seppuku, which is ritual suicide for the warrior. He threw himself into the water to drown under the heavy weight of his armor. As the Genpei War came to the end and the remaining Taira clans to live, they were then hunted down, and this included the families. They were hunted down and executed, so that way they could never again rise to power and challenge the Minamoto clan. The fighting and the bloodshed did not stop there. For a good amount of time still, infighting with the Minamoto clan between Yoshitsune and Yoritomo for the fight of the throne lasted all the way until 1192, when the passing of Emperor Go-Shirokara happened. This allowed Yoritomo to take the throne and then claim himself as the first new and official shogun of Japan. This military government was formed at his base at Kamakura. Thus, the Kamakura shogunate began, and the samurai dynasty ushered in, lasting for nearly 700 years, while the Minamoto clan rule lasted for approximately 300 years. With their loss of power, then a new clan would take over for the samurai dynasty to continue on. Even the emperor was then reduced to nothing more than a figurehead until the Meiji Restoration later on. The final battle of Taira no Tomomori, which is this one over here, will live on in Japanese literature and theater. Even in modern times, films and video games depict this historic war. The samurai way of life was fully realized in war. Ritual suicide over being captured, and the grasp of power for those who had the will. Honor, bravery, duty, and power. That was awaited the samurai life. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nick. I have been your Genpei War distance learning guide. Hope you had fun. Hope you all learned a lot. Remember, if you have any interesting topics in Asian culture and history you wish to learn about, drop them in the comments, message them on social medias. Feel free to visit us in the museum. Check out our new samurai armor display that we have laid out here for this reason. A lot of changes are coming to the museum. Y'all stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you here soon at the Takatsuna Asian Culture Museum. Thank you.